I'm going to be very brief in my commentary so that you can get right to the interaction I had with Representative Adam Smith with regards to his vote against the Parents' Bill of Rights Act. This occurred at his town hall on March 25th, 2023 in Renton. I asked him a question with regards to why he voted against the act. He could not give me a single reason why, even though the vote took place approximately 24 hours before. And you should also pay attention to one other fact, and that's his response, stating that we need to hope that teachers are very judicious in picking a side on an issue. Teachers should be presenting facts. They should not be taking sides. So watch, form your own opinion, and let us go from there.
This is Darryl from Kent, and just recently all Democrats in the House of Representatives voted against the Parents' Bill of Rights Act. Were you one of those individuals who voted against it?
Well, I think we know the answer to that question. Yes.
Okay. With that being the case, my question is, why would you vote against an act that would require school districts to grant parents access to their school's curriculum and reading list? It would require schools to inform parents if school staff begin encouraging or promoting their child's gender transition. I'm wondering, what right do you or anyone else have to take my child into the dark recesses of a school and secretly expose him to material and beliefs which I might find objectionable or which might run counter to the African American culture?
Two things. First of all, the bill didn't just do that. It was a very long amended bill, and I will owe you an answer to go back into the specifics of it. We talked about it. I don't forget specifically what I was concerned about in the larger part of it, but it didn't just do that. The second thing is what we have to balance here. Yes, parents have an absolute right. Every individual parent cannot dictate everything that goes on within the school. It's a balance. It is very difficult. At the same time, schools absolutely should not ignore parents. Absolutely not. Now, we've got balances because parents, you have values, other people have values, different places. They're trying to juggle all of that while also trying to educate our children and do their fundamental job. What I want an open process and open conversation about that. I want to try to get at that without pejoratively going after school district personnel who are just trying to do their job. That's the balance I'm trying to strike. I'll take a look more carefully at that piece of legislation. But absolutely, parents have a right to have a say. They don't have a right to dictate everything that goes on. That's the balance.
No one's asking that. Well, no one's asking that they dictate. What I'm saying is, because you said yourself, everybody has different values. So why are teachers even discussing values as opposed to just discussing reading, math, and arithmetic, which do not involve values?
I would say, based on my experience in school and my children's experience in school, you talk about history, you talk about English, you talk about literature, you talk about things. I would say it would be virtually impossible to have a conversation about those things without values coming up to some degree. Now, what I would hope would happen is that the teacher and people in the school would be very judicious about picking a side in a lot of those things, okay? Now, it depends. I mean, if it comes up in school that you're talking about slavery or the Nazis, I mean, that's pretty clear cut, I think, to each their own, that you need to speak on that. But you can appreciate the trap that the teacher is in, okay? Well, you don't want me to express my values. Well, are you saying that you're okay with slavery then? Well, no. Well, you're just expressing your values. And then you walk down the slippery slope. What we need is we need everybody involved to take a reasonable approach to working with each other to make sure that we can do a decent job of educating our children and not have a knockdown, drag out fight every time some teacher says something we don't like. We got to settle the process, and I'm sorry, we've gone back and forth several times now. I got to get to somebody else here, but I appreciate